Hello, today I am doing a video on what I'm using as a homeschool planner for Abeka. I have two sons, grades 2nd and 6th, and I have made this planner accordingly. I have bound it with little discs that you can get on Amazon or Michael's or several different places. These are just plastic ones. I got one that had several different colors in it, so I just used them all. As you can see, I have quite a few left. And how I punch the holes in them is I have this hole punch, which looks large and intimidating when it's unlocked, and it punches them rather well. This was a bit of an expense, but since I have a 2nd grader, I'm probably going to get use out of it. I got most of this stuff from a woman on Etsy as a PDF, but I will show you pieces that I didn't, that I made. So I have, this was all part of the package, the homeschool package. And then this is why I like this, because I can take these pieces out. I laminated this. This is a guide to abbreviation system, which you will see later on. I have it for both my 2nd grader and my 6th grader. And this is our planning calendar that was in the teaching supplies for parent-led at Abeka. I have an attendance log, which I need to fill in. I have reading logs for both of my children. And then I have, this is report card basically for 2nd grade. And there are 6, I don't think they're, well, they wouldn't be quarters. There's 6 grading periods in 2nd grade. And so for him, it goes on both sides. And then for 6th grade, there are only 4 grading periods. So he has this one, and then it goes to the other side as well. And this is only Bible, arithmetic, history, and science. I was able to put all of that on here, but the language arts for 6th grade was a lot more complicated, so I just printed the, or copied the pages, because I print all of the paper that I used in here, with the exception of where I tabbed, was this hammer mill paper. It's 32 pounds, so it's quite thick, but it's not like cardstock. It's just it's between cardstock and like regular printing paper. And so I was able to get this huge ream of it off of Amazon for, so that's what I printed this on. So it gives it a little bit more sturdiness. Okay, so here is a month divider. And what I did here is I have done the Fly Lady system in the past. And I took the Fly Lady system and I figured out everything that I would need to do for our house in a given month using the Fly Lady system. And I put my morning routine, my afternoon routine, my evening routine, and my before bed routine. And I left spaces in case anything changes or I need to add anything to it. And then I put days 1 through 31 across. And then our weekly routines, which Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I put those down with 5 weeks and to do it. And then I have down below the cleaning zones. Cleaning zone 1, which for us is our hall, outside areas, and basement. Cleaning zone 2, which is our kitchen. Cleaning zone 3 is our bathrooms. Cleaning zone 4 is our bedrooms. And cleaning zone 5 is our living and dining rooms, which is one room, but it's all one zone. So I did this at the beginning of every month. And then when you open up this, then you get a 2-page spread of days of the week or for the month. And so I just wrote in the pages. Now this here, because I knew it would be used more often, I took lamination and I laminated a strip right here. I don't know if you could see it, but it's about a little over, it's 3/8 of an inch, or no, 5/8 of an inch thick strip right here. And how I laminated that, because my laminator is prone to moving things, is I took and I cut the strip using a rotary cutter because I quilt. And I cut that strip, and then I took parchment paper and I sandwiched it in between parchment paper where I had it where I wanted it. Then I took my iron on a very low setting, and you just need it to go zzz, zzz, and literally that quick. It will melt it there, so it will hold it temporarily. You don't want to fully laminate it, and then you can run it through your laminating machine and it will laminate appropriately. I also, for the tabs, so this is a thicker cardstock. This is 110-pound index cardstock. And this is what I used for this sheet. And my printer has a setting where I can run that type of stuff through it. And then for the tabs, I copied this into a program and I made a tab so it's tabbed on both sides and printed it. So I have now the months of the year listed there. And then I took some lamination page and I cut it up when I was cutting up this side, and I put it in there and covered it. And then again, I covered on both sides with parchment and quick tap with the iron just to get it so it would stay in place so that the laminator wouldn't move it when it went through the lamination machine. And so I was able to do both of these at the same time, and my laminator was wide enough that it would accommodate that. The rest of this is normal, this paper. So it's a thicker paper, but it's not cardstock. But I knew that would, because it has the tab on it, it's going to get a lot more use. So then we go on to, at the back of the month, I have plan it out for anything that I need to do. The homeschool planner I got had weekly sheets in it, and so I printed out these for the weeklies. And it shows you the days of the week and anything that we would need to print out, or supplies that we might need, or outings. Don't know how many of those we're going to be using at the beginning, but maybe as the year progresses we'll be able to go out more. And so then we go into the actual planner, and this had the option of having, I think, 2 columns on each side or 3 columns on each side, or the 4 columns on each side. And I went with the 4 columns on each side because I wanted to be able to have enough delineation and everything. So this is my 2nd grader, and I have the complete parent kit for him. And so these are all the teaching materials that he will need for his first week, and it shows day 1 through 5. Everything that he will need, teaching materials for all of his subjects. I put Bible, phonics and language, reading, AM and PM, seat work, spelling and combination, which don't actually go together. Combination practice is math, but writing and review, which I didn't put the word review in subsequent pages, but if we needed to review something, I could either put it here or I can put it off to the side. Arithmetic and activity time, which activity time The first week is nothing because history doesn't start until the second week with Abeka for second grade. And then this is songs, and this would typically be art here. However, I'm not doing art with Abeka, so it's going to be something that I direct. And so then the next page is for my sixth grader. And it's, again, the exact same week. All the teaching supplies that I will need for him. Again, I got the complete parent kit for him as well. And so he has Bible, arithmetic, reading, language, writing and spelling, history, science, and then what is not included typically with sixth grade is activity. And it's really sad because I don't even think you get it. We were video last year and we didn't even get it last year. But this year I'm actually going to make an effort to make sure that he gets it. So he does German school. German is not going to start up by the time we have our first week of school, but I will have him do various German activities. His German school is only on Saturdays, so he's going to have homework for those most of the year. And then he also will have a music day, which will be different than his brother's music day, so that way they can listen to each other's music potentially. And he will also have an art time, which won't actually be art, it will be other activities. And so this is all the parent materials and everything that he will need for his first week. Then I have a third page for the exact same week, and this is divided into two sections, and this is everything that he will need to turn in, or in the case of Nathaniel here, he needs to read a book as part of his seat work. So I separated this by language, arithmetic, history, science, and health, or music, activities, and reading, and then that's for second grade. And then for my older son who's in sixth, he will have language, arithmetic, history, and science. And this I actually put lines down, so I divided it because history and science often have questions that go along with them. And then this other category is anything, like if he has a lot of homework in German for whatever reason, I will want to break that up and make sure that he understands that he needs to get so much done per day. I will put that in here, or if I need him to work on something that we're working on in his art time, that will be in here too. I haven't figured out exactly what I'm doing during both of their art time, but that's what this is for. So then after that, we have a page of notes and we go into another week. And I haven't done all of my weeks, but I've laid them out. So as you can see, we're only doing a 4-day week that week, so that would work. And then we go into September. And then for weeks that we do not do schoolwork. Oh, and I should emphasize that when we were looking at this, all of these codes, like you see 5A here, 5A for my sixth grader is Observing God's World textbook, and so all of the codes are on this sheet that I can put in at any point, and it will, including 9A, which is whiteboard, so stuff that I need to write down on a whiteboard. I put how many boards I need. This is not the page that would say it, but like this page here, 9A, I need one for this, one for that, one whiteboard here. Over here I need 2 for arithmetic, and that's all in the parent materials. So if we were doing, we go over here, we have a week off at the beginning of October because we're doing basically 6 weeks on, and then we go to a week off. And so I have a weekly docket here, and then it has notes on the back. So that's what I did for that. Now, it also includes a daily docket that you can have, and I'm just going to throw these in when I need them. She has one that has no time and no things listed, and then she has one that has time and a daily goal, daily checklist, emails to make, books to, and media and supplies. And this I will throw in when I need to, or if I need to make notes in this. Now, this is all well and good, and it works really good for what I have. However, I realized when I was putting it together that unfortunately I wasn't going to be able to fit everything into one book. So I made 2 books. And so this is the exact same book. I've put, this is the other half of the year. So I put 3rd grading period and 4th grading period for language for my 6th grader. And this is the exact same thing, but it's in another book because we just need another book. I've used scrapbook paper that I cut down to size here, and I actually glued it to this page, and then I laminated that, and then on the back I did the exact same thing. However, on the back, this back page, and I did it in this one as well, I'm really bad about taking photographs. I really should, and I need to. I have a family blog that I neglect far too often, and so I found a photograph of the day challenge, and so I've printed that out on here so I will know exactly what I should focus on every single day. You can see it in this one. It's also here in the back, so that will give me something to strive for the next calendar year. And it will also, I'm hoping to relate it to the children in whatever way I can. Obviously with these sheets and the fly lady cleaning schedule, some of this stuff is pertaining to just me, and some of it I want to get the kids involved with. And so we'll see about that. But anyway, this is probably too long of an explanation of this planner, but I will include links to all the stuff that I used down below in the comments section. Hope this was helpful to someone.